Hello friend, and welcome back to Born to Create Soul Sessions. I'm so incredibly grateful you've chosen to open up this space and spend a piece of your day with me. If you're tuning in for the first time, this podcast is the quiet heartbeat behind our art supplies. It is a dedicated sanctuary where we intentionally lay down our paintbrushes, our scissors, and our planners for just a few minutes to focus on the deeper spiritual truths that inspire us to create in the first place. We are officially stepping into week 3 of our June journey, Glimmer Grace. In week 1, we talked about stepping out into the blue hour, twilight, where our own human understanding falls short. Last week, we took a step further into the meadow and practiced rolling down the heavy, awkward crate of the how, learning to sit still instead of running around frantically chasing fireflies in the dark. Today, we are moving even deeper into that evening meadow. The sun is fully set now, the path ahead is completely hidden from our sight, and yet, this is exactly where the real mystery begins. Today we are talking about a concept that can feel incredibly uncomfortable to our logical minds, but is essential for our creative souls, finding evidence in the unseen. Our focus scripture for this week is a cornerstone verse. It is one of those passages that many of us have heard hundreds of times, but today I want us to quiet our minds and listen to it as if we are experiencing it for the first time. Let's look at Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Let's really unpack the weight of those two words, confidence and assurance. In our modern world, we are conditioned to operate on the rule of seeing is believing. We want the proof up front. We want the contract signed, the bank account filled, and the map fully printed before we take a single step forward. But the Bible completely flips that script. Hebrews tells us that faith isn't the result of seeing. Faith is the evidence of what is still hidden. It is a quiet, stubborn, unshakable conviction deep in your spirit that just because an outcome hasn't materialized in the physical world yet, it doesn't mean it isn't real. It means God is still working behind the scenes, layering the canvas of your life while the paint is still completely transparent to your eyes. As creators, makers, and artists, we actually practice this exact brand of faith every single day without even realizing it. Think about the last time you sat down to start a brand new project. You stared at a completely blank piece of mixed media paper, a raw, formless lump of clay, or an empty, white digital canvas. If an outside observer walked into your studio right then, they would look at your desk and say there's absolutely nothing there. To the naked eye, it's just empty space. But to you, you see the potential. Your mind's eye can already see the layout, the vivid colors, the textures, and the story that specific piece is going to tell. You have an internal assurance of something that is currently invisible to the rest of the world. And what do? You act on that inner vision. You pick up the pen, you dip the brush, and you make the first mark. You trust that the vision in your heart will eventually show up on the page if you just keep moving your hand. If we can trust our own limited human creative instincts to bring beauty out of nothing, how much more can we trust the ultimate creator to bring beauty out of the shadowy, uncertain spaces in our lives? Walking by faith doesn't mean we pretend the darkness isn't there. It doesn't mean we put on a fake smile and ignore the fact that we don't know what tomorrow looks like. Faith simply means knowing that the light hasn't lost its power just because the sun went down. It is choosing to believe that God's design is already finalized, even while we are standing in the middle of the blank page. As you spend time in your creative spaces this week, let's actively bring this truth onto our pages. If you are following along with our Glimmer and Grace kits, whether you are using the mini kit or the full June experience found on the Ko-Fi page, we have a beautiful lineup of daily readings this week designed to shift our focus away from what our physical eyes can see. On Tuesday, we drop our anchor right into our daily rhythm with 2 Corinthians 5:7, reminding ourselves that we walk by faith, not by sight. On Wednesday, we take that a step further with 2 Corinthians 4:18, choosing to fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, because the things we see are temporary, but the unseen things are eternal. Thursday brings us to Hebrews 11:6, reminding us that without faith, it is impossible to please Him, and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him in the quiet spaces. On Friday, we look at Romans 8:24, remembering that hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? We are learning the art of patient waiting. As we hit the weekend on Saturday, Matthew 17:20 challenges our creative hands, reminding us that even faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. And finally, on Sunday, we close our week resting in Psalm 139:12, the profound truth that even the darkness is not dark to God, and the night shines as bright as the day. As you sit down with your Firefly jar tracker this week and color in a new firefly for each of these scriptures, let every stroke of color be a physical declaration of your trust. With every illuminated bug you add to your page, say a quiet prayer. Lord, I don't see the whole picture, but I trust your hand that holds the brush. Watch your jar fill with light as you collect visual evidence of His presence in the dark. Before we close out today's soul session, here's your creative challenge for the week ahead. I want you to create a piece of invisible art. Take a blank page in your journal and sketch a simple design using a white crayon, a clear embossing pen, or even just pressing hard with a wooden stylus to create indented lines. Create something beautiful that you cannot easily see. Then take a wet brush filled with watercolor or ink and wash it completely over the page. Watch how the hidden lines suddenly emerge out of nowhere. As you watch that paint reveal the artwork that was already there all along, let it be a physical reminder to your soul. God's beautiful plans for your life are already drawn. Just because they are unseen to you right now does not mean they do not exist. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 3 of Born to Create Soul Sessions. It is an absolute honor to walk through this meadow with you. I will see you back here next Sunday for our final week of June, where we will watch the dawn finally break. Until then, keep resting, keep creating, and keep chasing the light.